amazing old 36 for all she's worth. He won in 1928, and he's out to repeat. And Meyer wins to crack the record, averaging more than 104 miles an hour. Louis drove for the injured Ralph Hepburn. It's Meyer's second winning.
Whoops. Okay, they're all right. Ooh, that was Chet Miller, and a miracle he's not killed. Here's where Wild Bill Cummings, number 7, takes the lead to win. His friends roll him in, $40,000 richer than when he started, but all he wants now is a bottle.
But Lou is still going strong. A few more laps. Will he make it? The last lap. Meyer is way ahead of the field. Here he comes around the curve, into the stretch. He'll make it. He'll make it. That famous checkered flag is ready, and he's over. Lou Meyer, ladies and gentlemen. Lou Meyer has won the race. He's broken the track record by more than 3 miles per hour. He averaged better than 109 miles per hour throughout the race. This makes him the only 3-time winner at Indianapolis. He's down in the enclosure now, surrounded by cameras and reporters. Somebody's giving him a bottle of milk.
Number 6 and didn't look back. He and his mechanic fought off late mechanical issues and quickly gaining Ralph Hepburn to win his first Indianapolis 500 by just more than 2 seconds. Shaw's still the last Indiana-born driver to win the greatest spectacle in racing.
Is out in front. 30 seconds later, Roberts goes out to recapture the lead. Roberts wins. He sets a new track record and collects $38,000 prize money.
Wilbur Shaw roars home a winner, but 115 miles an hour is too hot for comfort.
White flag for number 16, indicating that George Robeson has only 1 lap to go. This is the big moment in the life of any race driver, as the cheering crowd waits for him to come down the straightaway to fame and fortune. And here he comes, and there's the checkered flag for George Robeson, winner of the 30th Indianapolis 500-mile race. And Jimmy Jackson, riding home in 2nd place, is tired and happy and many dollars richer as he comes down to the line for the checkered flag.
From in disgust, both are out of the race. These are the payoff laps, the last few laps that test men and machines. Here experience is beginning to tell. Maury Rose, Chicago veteran, takes command, and he is over, a winner by 32 seconds in one of the most thrilling races in the history of the Classic.
To no avail as Rose takes the white flag. For the 2nd year in a row, it's Murray Rose in the number 3 Blue Crown Spark Plug Special, the winner of the Indianapolis 500-mile race.
Nito strap on number 3, let's go, and Rose is out of the race. However, Connor holds 3rd place, and here comes the checkered flag for Holland, the winner. Yes, it's a great day for Bill Holland as he waves happily to the cheering crowds.
At last, at 338 miles, rain begins to fall, and driving is becoming more perilous. The yellow flag, That means that cars are ordered to hold their position. They must reduce their speed to 90 miles an hour. Will the race be called off? It happened once in 1926 at 400 miles. The cars seem to be loafing now. It rains harder. The red flag. The race has been called at the end of 375 miles. Johnny Parsons rolls into winner's row. Holland had to hold his second place because of the rain, but he has run a great race.
199, 1 to go. Waller's pit crew gets excited as Waller goes around. He comes in for the checkered flag and victory. Waller's crew hurries to the winner's circle. He drives 2 extra laps just in case the scorers made a mistake.
On the white flag lap, Rutland laps Schindler through turn 2. Rutland through 3 and 1 more turn to victory. Seth Klein waves the checkered flag for Troy Ruttman, winner of the 1952 Indianapolis 500.
Lap to go. Bookie's wife waits anxiously in the winner's circle. Bill Vukovich wins it. 3 hours, 53 minutes. Number 59 still fighting.
Vukie's wife takes her place in victory lane. Lap 198 and Vukie's anxious crew is still trying to slow him down. In 1952, Vukovich rammed the wall 9 laps from victory. He's coming down the chute on the last lap. The Bill Vukovich wins. He took the checker only 70 seconds in front of second place Bryan and 79 seconds ahead of third place McGrath.
And 1 lap to go. There's the white flag. Tony Bettenhausen in second place gets the white flag. The last lap. The checkered flag for Bob Schweikert. The waiting, hoping, sweating is over for the mechanics. The fellow in the dark coat going wild is car owner John Zink.
Hanks takes the white flag. Watson waits that last long minute. The checkered flag snaps for Pat Flaherty. He's in the money. Hanks takes second place. The Zink team to the winner's circle to meet George Francis Patrick Flaherty, who just won more than $93,000, the biggest purse in Indianapolis history.
Then 21 seconds, and everyone had their fingers crossed. Then 22 seconds as he takes the white flag. And then Sam Hanks wins, crossing the line as the pit crew goes wild. Jim Rathman is second, and George Celaya, owner of number 9, gets congratulated.
Today, isn't it, Frenchie? Then, look, Ma, no hands, as Vandewater shows Bryan the white flag. And he's into that last lap, the big payoff lap, the one that tells the story. It's the checkered flag for Jimmy Bond AP Special. One more lap around to reduce speed, then into the pit area for the ride into victory lane.
Lap complete, white flag out now. Just one more lap and Ward will be a first-time champion. The checkered flag is out. Ward wins. His victory is all the sweeter for its lack of advanced fanfare. Most fans thought it would be Thompson, Jim Rathman, or Bryant. Always a great driver, Ward hasn't had the racing luck until today.
There's the white flag. Only one lap to go. Rathman in front. Ward drops back. Here comes Rathman, the bravest man on the racetrack, taking the checkered flag. Rathman immediately slows down. His tire's good for only 2 more laps. Ward, 12 seconds behind, finishes in second place.
Crowd is on its feet. 3 laps to go, and Sachs is making a pit stop. One worn tire and his refusal to gamble on it puts Point back into the lead. Sachs storms out of the pits, but it's all over.
Three laps to go. Ward in front. Len Sutton is second. Eddie Sachs third after rushing through from a 27th starting position. Ward takes the white flag and his crew goes wild. Then he takes the checkered flag. A fantastic win. A new record of over 140 miles an hour average for the entire 500 miles.
And Eddie Sachs crashes for the second time, losing a wheel, another hazard for tired drivers. Parnelli dives low in the turn to miss the wrecked car. Then Parnelli Jones takes the white flag. 1 lap to go. But Roger McCluskey in third place makes a desperate bid to improve his position on this 199th lap. McCluskey spins. He will not finish this race. But Parnelli Jones finishes the 500-mile ordeal in 3 hours and 29 minutes. Victory and riches await Parnelli Jones, who has won the fastest Indianapolis 500-mile race ever run.
Point's crewmen see Ward coming in for a 5th pit stop. His car has been gulping fuel, but he has managed to stay in second place. Number 1 is number 1. A.J. Foyt, a double 500 winner at a record speed of 147.350.
The running goes out to victory lane, and the celebration will continue in a moment.
A beautiful trip down south to victory lane.
The finish line to become the victor of the 1960. Coming down to the end of the race is Clark, Jones, and Andretti, running together, but traveling in different laps. Still holding his record-breaking pace, Jenny Clark crosses the finish line to become the victor of the 1965 Indianapolis 500.
Chapman cheers Clark on. John Mecum assures his crew that Hill is number 1. The checkered flag for Graham Hill.
Here is your winner. Graham Hill in car number 24 of the new 500-mile champion.
Chapman crosses the pit road to cheer Clark on to victory. But it's official for Graham Hill and the Mecum team.
Indianapolis 500, a great comeback after last year's disappointing season for him. Well, he drove a great race. He just stayed in there all day long, grit his teeth, and there's an accident on the front straightaway. There's 2, 3, 4 cars. Where's Point? I don't know whether he can get through or not. Another car hitting the wall, bouncing back across the straightaway. Point's only got a couple hundred yards to go, but where is he? There he is. He's going to get through. A.J. Foyt will win the Indianapolis 500 in an incredible, thrilling finish. If just all those guys are all right, I think they're all out of their cars except the one.
It certainly appears that way. Of course, the Unser family are racing people. They've had many uncles. They got their fame out of Pikes Peak, but he certainly looks great here today. Bobby Unser cruising home to victory at Indianapolis before this huge crowd in his Rizlone special.
Here is the white flag for Dan Gurney.
The checkered flag is ready.
A popular victory.
And that's it. It's all over. Bobby Unser has won at Indy. Dan Gurney will finish second. A most popular victory here for the young man who has now won 4 races in a row on the USAC Trail. You see Mr. Wilkie, the car owner there, certainly understandably very happy. The crew is elated over this victory. But never a winner at Indianapolis. This is the scene in the closing moments. The white flag, 1 lap for Mario Andretti. And Andy Granatelli can hardly stand it. Finally slipping on his red victory jacket. He still won't talk to anybody. And the crowd beginning to pay its tribute to Andretti. The young man who came to this country at the age of 14 as an immigrant from Italy. He had driven racing cars even before he came over here. This was the one he wanted more than anything else in the world. And here it comes, Mario. The checkered flag of victory. He's done it. And look at this scene in the pit. Can complete the first brother act in victory at Indianapolis.
Foyt is hanging on, Jim, running low on the track. He's going to finish.
But it appears it will be Al Unser the winner right here, the Johnny Lightning Special, with Mark Donohue second and Dan Gurney third, Donnie Ellison fourth, and Jim McElreath fifth.
Foyt's car is going extremely slow on the track. He's being passed by many cars, Jim.
The crowd of more than 300,000 on their feet now, paying tribute to the apparent victor. There's the checkered flag. He takes it, and it's all over. Al Unser has won the 1970 Indianapolis 500, the crowning glory of a race driver's career. And there's his pit crew.
You know, Jim, there's been talk all week long of the first $1 million purse here at Indianapolis. And if that should come true, Unser stands to win close to $2.
53 and 1954.
By the way, Al Unser's mother is very much prominent in the grandstands here. She comes to just about all the races her 2 sons are in, Mom Unser, and a couple of weeks ago here gave the traditional chili supper for everybody at the track. She cooked some 50 gallons of chili. Here we come, though, to the checkered flag for Al Unser. There it is, the race is over as he crosses that line, the last yard of brick left at the race course that used to be called the Brickyard. Here is the second place car of Peter Revson. He's going to take second.
Right on going. The checkered flag falls for number 66 as Donohue completes his 200th lap. Donohue's crew celebrates the victory. And after 4 years of trying, the young engineer from Pennsylvania moves into victory lane.
Watch starter Pat Badan on the right of your screen. See if he puts out the red this time. The man in the white coat standing almost on the pit wall. Making a movement there. John Cox still running. There's the yellow flag being held by an assistant. There's the red flag. And that, I am virtually sure, will be it. There's no way they can dry this track. John Cox has won the race. Let's go down to Dave Dials in the pits. wife of Johnny Rutherford.
All the people down there in the pits are looking up toward, they're looking down toward the fourth turn where they should see him in a few seconds rather.
You really can see the tension building in this woman more on the last lap.
Yeah, Teddy Mayer standing up.
Here he comes, Johnny Rutherford. The man with the Lone Star of Texas on his helmet from Fort Worth. He'll take the checker flag and win the Indianapolis 500 on his 11th try. Terrific. Terrific. What a feeling this must be at the age of 36 after such a long, long time. His wife Betty again. You're familiar with her by now. Leaning over, cannot believe it. You can almost tell she was feeling herself for Christmas down there. On the last lap, she let the tension show. Bobby Unser coming in to take second place.
Bobby Unser in the blue car on the right is the leader as they work their way so very carefully. At this point, however, remember Bobby Unser must be very careful because if he slides off the racetrack, he could still lose this race to Johnny Rutherford, who is feeling his way around. It's like walking on grease.
Remember, these drivers are not used to driving in the rain, and the cars are certainly not set up. I've driven in the rain, of course, a lot of times because in Europe we do drive in the rain, but there we have tires. And there's cars all over the place. I just thought that for the aquaplaning and the amount of water on the road, cars are spinning, and look at this car.
That's Billy Vukovich.
Billy Vukovich trying to control it. He's heading for the infield. Oh, he's gone up on the fence, and he's come, and he's driving it away.
The red flag is out. The race is stopped. The checkered flag is out. Pat Badan stopping the race. There's Johnny Rutherford. He's running in second place.
Impossible conditions for these drivers. Look at that. It's almost fog. And the cars are bursting down the front straightaway.
You can't see it, perhaps, but Bobby Unser coasting through the crowd there. There were four cars tangled up, and coming off that fourth turn, A.J. Ford coming along. He's going to be third, and there's your winner, car number 48. Bobby Unser wins on a driving rainstorm here at Indianapolis. Well, this is the site of the unexpected. It has been so many times.
That we can drive this track and keep it driving for the next 2 or 3 hours. So the 1976 winner is Johnny Rutherford. And the high game.
It's all over. A.J. Foyt literally like a man caged by fate right now. Walking up and down. No idea where he's going. Towards turn 3, it's the final lap of the Indianapolis 500. A.J. Foyt is going to make motor racing history. The first man ever to win this great race 4 times. It started in 1911. This is the 61st race, and no one has ever achieved this before. Stand by for the checkered flag. The black and white checkered flag, and in the pits, the red and white checkered shirts of the Gilmore Foyt team. It's all over. A.J. has done it. He has won his 4th Indianapolis 500.
He's already pulled off the racetrack. He's got right, and look at the crowd cheering, clapping, waving their arms at their American hero. He's gone right off the racetrack. He's gone right down below the white line. He's going straight into an area that he hasn't been using all day long.
Half a lap until his 3rd Indianapolis 500 victory. He's slowed down now, if you call it slowing down, to 179.140 miles per hour. Slowed down about 5 or 6 miles per hour, and John Cock would buy him.
And dead right. He should let him go by. There's no reason for him to keep him behind, and he's just going round there straddling the yellow line as he comes down the front stretch for the last time.
The checkered flag will be waved by Pat Badan for Al Unser of Albuquerque. He has won his 3rd Indianapolis 500. Joining the names of Louis Meyer, of Wilbur Shaw, of Maury Rose, and A.J. Foyt as the only men who have won this race 3 times. A.J., of course, has won it 4 with his victory last year. But Al Unser now in that very exclusive society of 3-time winners. There he is. The second youngest winner ever of the Indianapolis 500, the youngest having been Troy Ruttman. And there's Mike Mosley. Well, he's having a little fun unlapping himself there.
Well,
Troy Ruttman. And there's Mike Mosley. Well, he's having a little fun unlapping himself there.
Well, he didn't go very deep there. Rick Mears backed right off and let him through there because obviously Rick couldn't race. risk coming in contact with him or getting out of line because mental concentration could get the better of him at this time.
Incidentally, AJ's going much, much slower, dropping way back at this point. Looks like he does have a problem. And here comes the checkered flag awaiting young Rick Mears at age 27. He has won the Indianapolis 500 for 1979. There is Roger Penske, the man who owns the crew, and the rest of the guys of the Penske operation. The celebration has already begun. There is Rick. It's unofficial and will stay unofficial until tomorrow morning, technically here, but they know it's all over. There's Penske again. His last winner was the late Mark Donohue in 19...
The rest of the team, as soon as he passed there on his very last lap, everybody turned, as we saw from our commentary position here, and looked away from the racetrack, just saying, oh please, 2.5 miles more. Johnny Rutherford now, he knows. In fact, even if his engine stopped now, the chances are he could coast the rest of the way. It looks like his fuel is holding up. It looks like he's got enough gas in the tank.
He's got it all right. You can hear the crowd, the roar growing from 380,000 people as the checkered flag is given to Johnny Rutherford of Fort Worth, Texas. He has won his third Indianapolis 500. And Benny can relax and let it all go now.
Mrs. Jim Hall congratulating her also. Jim Hall, cool as a cucumber, hasn't really shown much emotion as I look out.
And here comes Tom Steva in the back there in the yellow car. Oh, and some guy has hit the wall, but the battle for third is coming to the finish line. And John Cox making his move. Oh, how close together. A matter of no more than a foot, perhaps inches between those cars, but Bettenhausen, I believe, held on for third.
Even further away from the wall than he's been all day, and he's never been too close to it. Certainly now he must be counting almost the yards, and so is this young lady. Oh my.
Well, it says it all, doesn't it? What it means to the wife, what it means to the husband, well, we'll have to wait until he gets in. Time now for the checkered flag. Coming up for Bobby Unser of Albuquerque, New Mexico, the oldest man by almost 5 years ever to win the Indianapolis 500. He's done it at age 47. Oh, my goodness, what an eventful day it has been. It has had tragic moments. There is Mario Andretti finishing second in the race. It's been a really difficult month for him. He's had to come here, sit through the rain, didn't get a chance to qualify, had to go to Belgium and race last weekend. Let Wally Dallenbach qualify his car for him. That meant he had to start at the back. They're going to get the white flag. There'll be one left to go. As he moves along, tries for John Cox. Is he going to do it? The white flag out. This is the final lap.
Going down into the first turn. What? No! Gordon held him off there going into that first turn.
Over the roar of the engines, you can hear the 400,000 people going hoarse.
All right.
No one has ever seen this before in Indianapolis.
This is the back straight, Jim. There's 2 turns to go now. Mears behind, and he's again trying to slipstream him.
John Cox did a good job of staying ahead of him in turn 1 when he made that move there.
Good. That was
Enough.
brilliant. That was brilliant.
Not quite over. John Cox still with the lead.
Here it comes
Headed
again.
for the finish line.
Here it
He's
comes
still
again.
closing. That's his wife.
It's too late now. You only got to pray. Look at that.
Here you see them. Mears. Can he make a move at the finish? He's making a move. No.
No.
No. Not quite. Gordon John Cox has won the Indianapolis 500. He won it by less than a car length. Less than a car length after 500 miles. The disappointed wife of Rick Mears there. Wow. The jubilation in the pits, the Pat Patrick pits. Gordon John Cox has won it. He held on in the closest finish in the history of the Indianapolis 500. 66 races. Never anything like this. That's Roger Penske's wife, Kathy, consoling Dina Mears.
Faculties here, Jim.
Certainly not slowing down, but after 3 second-place finishes here, he doesn't want any of that talk about ultra-conservative driving. He has driven aggressively with tremendous talent and with beautiful technique all afternoon.
And how sweet it is for him that the 2 cars in his wake right now
belong to Roger Penske.
Look at this, the crowd waving to him, and you can hear their cheers above the roar of the engines because the checkered flag is out, and Tom Steva, at long last, has won the Indianapolis 500. Al Unser, second. Wow, what a fascinating final 20 laps that was.
Wave of the arm. That is fantastic, and he did it with very little testing. Jim, he just put it together today. Really, it's the first time he has looked really good this whole year.
He was still so new to the game. This one's no fluke at all.
No question about that. And then, of course, he almost won another in that breathtaking finish with Gordon Johncock, where he lost by 16/100ths of a second.
Very little of this race to go, Jim, and I think it's going to come in just before it rains.
Crowd waving to him, the applause growing, the checkered flag for Rick Mears. He's won the Indianapolis 500 with a hand in the air.
Yep, hand in the air.
There's his mother. And Al Unser, who we believe to be finishing second in the race. There's been some confusing on the scoring system at the racetrack here about that. We believe Al Unser is second, but there, still with that hand in the air, is Rick Mears. Kathy Penske more emotional than Rick's parents.
Yeah, as I said, it's so hard, that joy. You're almost not ready for that emotion. It is that strong. This man, Mario Andretti, looks as if he's headed for defeat today. On the day he said he had the best chance ever in his 20 years to win the Indianapolis 500. I feel incredibly for Mario, who put so much work and so much hope into this and is coming up short just a few seconds worth.
The old American hero will lose the race. The new American hero is Daniel John Sullivan III of Louisville, Kentucky, who has won the Indianapolis 500. Mario Andretti finishing second. Roger Penske, the crew chief. Now is the time to celebrate. They didn't budge a muscle until he had crossed the start-finish line, that yard of brick, for the last time.
The
Roger
changing of
Penske
the
team
guard.
winning for the second year in a row.
Yes, changing of the guard that you spoke of earlier, Jim, now personified in the face of this man, Danny Sullivan.
The top five then, Danny Sullivan, second Mario Andretti, third Roberto Guerrero of Colombia, fourth Al Unser Sr., one lap down, and in fifth place, and quite remarkably, Johnny Rutherford, who came
maybe going to menace Kevin Cogan for second as Ray Hall goes on to win. That's a possibility.
The yellow flag, which appears for a moment to have won the race for Kevin Cogan, instead created an opportunity for Bobby Ray Hall to win it. An opportunity that Ray Hall has taken advantage of. There in front of him, on the right, now the left, Dwayne Sweeney holds a checkered flag for the 1986 Indianapolis 500 champion, Bobby Ray Hall.
Well, one of the clearest, Debbie. Fantastic. Easily one of the greatest 500s we've ever seen.
Last remaining lap.
He's in the short chute between turns 1 and 2.
He's
going down the back stretch. Now he's into turn 3.
He can coast from there, right? Just about.
When he comes off at turn 4, he can slide across.
That's Chris Mears, Rick Mears' wife, hugging Karen. And now here it is. Your brother, Al Unser, joins A.J. Foyt as one of only 2 men ever to win the Indianapolis 500 4 times in his life.
That is fabulous. That is absolutely fabulous. I just cannot believe it.
Bobby, congratulations. That is simply fantastic.
Thank you.
That's just great.
This has been a day. This makes up for Robbie getting his leg broken.
Well, and I'm sure Robbie's watching right now. There's a television in that hospital room, we hope.
Yes, well, he's not watching TV, but he's listening to the radio.
Oh, that's right. He's listening to the radio and listening to Paul Page call this race on the radio.
Been one of the nicest races we've ever seen, Paul. And you can't say that it wasn't decisively won by the man currently leading. You know what I mean? The yellow did not change the order of things.
So on to the main straightaway, the 4th and final turn. The final lap now being completed. The pace car will actually see the checkered flag first. And there is the checkered flag alongside the yellow.
Rick Mears has won his third Indianapolis 500, and Chevrolet has won at Indy.
Rick is one happy person. Three-time winner. Another one of the big group of three-time winners. Look at Trent. Penske just continues to set records.
Rick Mears won the Indy 500, only the second time he ever raced here. What a prodigy of the Speedway.
Fittipaldi comes inside Little Al. A drag race on the backside again. Slower traffic moves to the right. Can Fittipaldi get past? Little Al brings it down low. They touch. Little Al into the wall. Fittipaldi continues on. Little Al slams the wall as Emerson Fittipaldi screams toward the white flag. The yellow flag comes out. Al Unser Jr. taps with Emerson Fittipaldi. They are on the main stretch now, but is Fittipaldi's car fit? Fittipaldi tried it inside the third turn. The white flag is out. 199 laps are complete. The yellow flag flies. Teresa kisses Pat Patrick. Can you imagine the despair that Shelley and Al Unser feel now? Because for the second year in a row, he's okay. Little Al climbs out of his car, walks away from the safety crews. For the second year in a row, the Indianapolis 500 will finish under the yellow flag, but this time it will be a new name. It will be that of two-time world driving champion Emerson Fittipaldi. Little Al stepped out toward the edge of the track. Now the pace car will lead Emerson Fittipaldi, just like it did last year for Rick Mears, toward the checkered flag. The 73rd Indianapolis 500 is rolling to an end, and Emerson Fittipaldi, under the yellow flag, has captured his first 500-mile race victory at Indianapolis. Emerson Fittipaldi wins the great race. And boy, are they happy. No surprise whatsoever.
Years old, half a lap now from having that monkey of winless streaks off of his back.
What a race to win. An incredible win it will be, and at an incredible pace. 185.8 miles an hour, his average on the last lap. There's the main straightaway line ahead, and his destiny, Arie Luyendyk, comes for the checkered flag and picks up the win as Arie Luyendyk wins the 74th running of the Indianapolis 500, his very first IndyCar victory. His wife is ecstatic. The crew, well, they're going nuts. Doug Pearson has to be the happiest man on the earth. His car has won the Indianapolis 500. His happiness perhaps rivaled only by this man's, Arie Luyendyk. First win for Lola was back in 1966 with Graham Hill, but they've had a tough time showing up at the top of the column at Indy. Four-time winner of the Indianapolis 500 here on the 75th running of the great race. Chris Mears with Rick runs the straightaway. One corner left to go. One corner left to run. You can see the checkered flag just ahead of him now. A four-time winner of the 500. Has experience. Will that happen again here today? They're on the backstretch. 223 miles an hour on the last lap.
No traffic involved.
They make the turn for home now. On the main stretch, Scott Goodyear closes in. He looks for a place to come by. Scott Goodyear tries it, but no.
I believe that
or Little Al. They zigzagged all over the racetrack, did everything they could to mess each other up or whatever that you try to do.
Two corners, a short chute, and then half a stretch, and Fittipaldi will be home. Lyondike tried to close, couldn't do it, dropped even further back. In fact, it may become a battle for second between Mansell and Lyondike. Here comes Fittipaldi, Emerson Fittipaldi. The final turn for home, the checkered flag, and Emerson Fittipaldi has won his second Indianapolis 500. Fittipaldi led only the last 16 laps of the race to score Roger Penske's 9th Indianapolis 500 victory.
Mears in 1991. The last time car 31 started on the pole was 1919. If he wins it, it will be the first win ever by a car numbered 31. We have a yellow. We have another yellow. Now watch for Little Al. Let's make sure he gets through clearly and there's no debris problem.
Remember, he has no radio. Penske cannot radio him on this, so he has to go by the yellow lights on the track.
Yeah, but don't forget now, it looks like this race will probably end under a yellow because I don't see him getting that cleaned up with just a couple laps to go, and he's going to be very conservative here.
I don't know, Danny. Sometimes these crews will get that debris off real quickly. Little Al motors through.
Look how slow he came through there, Paul. He was really looking for debris on the car.
And Big Al can barely stand it. But Penske is concerned, does this give a chance for Villeneuve to close up again?
Little Al is not about to put that hand up until he crosses that start-finish line.
History in the making. Car 31. That number scoring its first win. And Mercedes-Benz, in its very first race in the IndyCars in modern times, wins the Indianapolis 500 as a brand new engine. Al Unser Jr. takes his second Indianapolis 500 and his dad's crying.
Well, he's got reason to cry, Paul.
Let's go to Gary Gerald. There wants to get in that winner's picture. Jack Villeneuve on the backstretch.
The magnitude of his achievement. Listen to the roar of the crowd. Back from 2 laps down. Only his second year.
One more turn. The first Canadian on his way to winning the Indianapolis 500. Jack Villeneuve on the home stretch. And the 79th Indy 500 has been won by Jack Villeneuve as Arie Luyendyk screams by on the outside. The young Canadian has taken the win. There's second place, Christian Fittipaldi. Third place is Bobby Rahal. Eliseo Salazar finishes in 4th. Robbie Gordon comes across the line in 5th place. And look at the despair of Leslie Goodyear. The jump on the pace car cost Goodyear the 500. Let's go to Gary. Onto the backstretch.
Looking good coming out of here.
Jones still looking for a chance to move. He's trying to get around Jourdain. He's around him now, in contact with the leader. The third turn, 1 to go in Indianapolis. Buddy Lazier taking a look at the 4th turn, comes off the 4th corner. And the checkered flag lies just ahead as Buddy Lazier takes the checkered flag and wins the Indianapolis 500. Firestone's first win since 1971, and a crash on the finish. Big crash on the finish of the race. Salazar, looks like Zampedri, and Guerrero. The cars that were running 4th, 5th, and 6th all crashed together at the end of the race. It's Salazar looking down at his feet to make sure they're okay. So a battle that was developing really for 4th place. There's the 2 participants in the battle that aborted itself just before the finish. Has Buddy Lazier. What an incredibly great victory. He takes his win at the Indianapolis 500-mile race.
It's green here to the back straightaway, Paul. That's what that radio warning was. So they're keeping it speed. I'm not too sure about
Tony Stewart, who brought the wall. Davey Hamilton was 6, Billy Boat, Robbie Buell, and Robbie Groff.
His final pass down the backstretch.
He'd like to get through 3 and 4 before he starts carrying it.
Final pass through the north end. Off of turn 4, down the long front stretch, screaming for the yard of bricks, hand up, saluting the crowd. Eddie Cheever has won the 82nd running of the Indianapolis 500-mile race. Last owner-driver to win at Indy was A.J. Foyt in 1977. Now, Eddie Cheever is one of those. Last lap at 210 miles an hour, Jerry Punch. Half a lap to go for Breck. Kenny Breck wins the 1999 83rd running of the Indianapolis 500.
Good job, Kenny, baby. Good job. Good job. Way to go, baby! Victory.
Down to Jerry Punch.
Fourth place, came back to the front and has hardly relinquished that lead.
Again, a rookie has not won the Indianapolis 500 since 1966 when Graham Hill drove to victory. It looks like that Juan Montoya is going to do it here this afternoon.
To the winner of the Indianapolis 500.
Indeed, 24-year-old Juan Montoya wins the 84th running of the Indianapolis 500.
Boy, great performance.
Just an incredible performance.
He is happy.
He led 3 times for a total of 167 laps. Montoya becomes the 60th different driver to win the Indianapolis 500.
Stretch. Well, 671 men and women have competed here in Indianapolis in the 85-year history of the 500. Only 60 have experienced the ultimate thrill of winning here. The date of May 27th, 2001 will forever be etched in the memory of Helio Castroneves. He has realized the ultimate dream. Helio Castroneves has won the Indianapolis 500. And Roger Penske wins his 11th, and the cars finish 1-2, Vince.
Tracy stalks and closes.
Tracy looks to the outside. Whoa, and the car in trouble right down against the wall. White flag, yellow flag are going to come out together.
Paul, that is the race right there. He ran just a spurt of fuel, and Paul Tracy's going to get it.
Scoring goes back to the previous lap. Unbelievable, but he does have to finish.
That's the key. He's got to get around even under yellow, and they're still concerned.
Agonizingly slow. And of course, Tracy looking for any opportunity, any falter at all. He's done it. Helio Castroneves played the economy game and wins the 86th Indianapolis 500.
The 12th win for Team Penske, Paul. The captain played his cards, and he won. Remember last year he lost a tire after a pit stop? Looked like he had the opportunity to win that race.
If Castroneves is going to have a chance, it would be now. He tries to get a little clean air. Doesn't work for him. Through turn 3. Castroneves still trying to close. DeFerrin looks at the front stretch. He can see the checkered flag now. And Jill DeFerrin becomes the 62nd driver to win in the Indianapolis 500. Jill DeFerrin.
I said, what happened there? He said, well, we made it go as fast as it could go, and Buddy made it go faster. And by God, that was the case, wasn't it?
A couple of months ago, you welcomed your son Harry into the world. Yeah. Now you're welcoming an Indy 500 champion of the family.
It's been a good year. It's been a great year. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Gary. I appreciate it.
Terrific year as Buddy Rice, Honda-powered Firestone shot, wins the Indianapolis 500 for Bobby Rahal and Dave Letterman. His first win in his IRL career. There couldn't be a better moment. Of course, when you look down the top 10 as everybody strings across the line, it would have been a great moment for any one of those names. But right now, the celebration goes to the Rahal Letterman team. They've done it. They've won the Indy 500.
Make it, but they're crossing their fingers, and those are the two words everybody is saying: fuel pressure.
And that fuel pressure comes from, oh, there we go.
Turn 3, crash turn 3.
Well, I think we might know the outcome of this one right now. There goes the white and the yellow at the same time. And Danny Weldon, don't want to say who I picked there, Todd.
I know, I got to give you credit. It's not a Gilles DeFerrin. You didn't wait till the white flag to call it, but there's celebration right now in the Andretti Green Camp. Climb Tools and Jim Beam, the folks down there. 26, the number 26 has never won the Indianapolis 500 until this day in 2005. Thank you, Vince. Congratulations, Michael. The checkered flag is out in Indianapolis and the pubs are open in the UK. Dan Weldon has just won the Indianapolis 500.
You little pisser. That's the boy. And there's Brian outside you.
Not since Graham Hill in 1966 has an Englishman tasted the milk in Victory Lane at Indy. And that all goes away. The celebration has begun for Michael Andretti. Something he couldn't get as a driver, something his father did, the great Marco Andretti, and now Michael Andretti gets to taste the sweetest milk in the world. Your winner, Dan Weldon, claims the 89th running of the Indianapolis 500.
Down the backstretch for the final time. His father has not won it in 15 tries. Through 3. Hornish closing one more time. Coming out of 4. Down the front stretch. It's a drag race. Marco Andretti. Hornish. Who's going to win? At the stripe. It's Hornish. Oh, Hornish wins by 6/100ths of a second. The closest finish, second closest in Indy history.
All right. You're a hell of a man, guy. Whoa. You're the man. Yeah, that's awesome, man.
If you are Marco Andretti, though, you cannot be disappointed. Look at the agony, the ecstasy. Let's go back, take another look at this.
Scott, this thing is not over yet. I mean, look how hard it's raining.
Are we going to get the white flag, the checkered flag? Are we going to end this thing right now? Up on the starter stand, it is Brian Howard. And as we mentioned, the only Scotsman to win Indy was Jimmy Clark in 1965. That is until today. Tune up the bagpipes. Dario Franchitti will win at Indianapolis.
And Marty, it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. He's been a gentleman racer, just like his wife Ashley Judd said. This guy's got to be loving it. Great for Andretti Green.
You joke. Your missus is on the wall there too. Bloody good job, mate. That was yours.
We talked about the perfect storm. Well, for Scott Dixon, his storm started last year at Chicago when he lost the race and the championship on the final turn of the final lap of the final race. But not today. Coming through turn number 4, Scott Dixon is going to complete his perfect storm with a win at the Indianapolis 500. Exceptional.
Take your time and wave to those people, Scott. Great job, man. Woo! Good job, boys. Good job. Woo! Congratulations, Scott. Great job. Way to go, Brownie. Good job. Good job. Hey, great job, Michael.
Down the back straightaway for the final time.
1 mile to go. 2 corners.
This crowd, look at them, just saluting him. 5 weeks ago, Elio Castroneves was staring at jail, an orange suit, not a race suit. And now he becomes a 3-time winner of the biggest race in the world. Elio Castroneves wins at Indy.
How's that feel? Way to go, baby. Way to go. Hey, man, way to go. Great job. Right into victory lane.
Weldon is 3 seconds behind. There's Weldon on the top of your screen. He's letting everybody go by. He's doing everything he can to save fuel. And Weldon, can he close? It's 3.6 seconds as they head through 1. Oh, we've got a crash. Oh, a wicked crash involving 2 cars at least.
He's won it.
He's going to win it.
Franchitti has won it.
Ryan Hunter-Ray involved in this.
Take the warm-up lane.
I could not see who else was involved from our angle. If he can make it to the stripe, and they told him to take the warm-up lane.
The IRL guy up here to take the warm-up lane.
So he is already in the warm-up lane.
And back onto the track there.
45 years ago, his idol, Jimmy Clark, won his one and only Indy 500. And oh my, what a mess in that corner. There's his wife. Today, Dario will pass his childhood hero and win his 2nd Indianapolis 500 as he is able to coast across if he has to now. And Dan Weldon, for the 2nd year in a row, will finish 2nd right behind him.
What an incredible finish.
Hey, baby, check a flag.
Can't believe it.
To the end, half a lap. He's got half a lap to go, and he's the Indy 500 champion.
Panther Racing, oh so good. They finished 2nd here. Twice here they come again through the final 2 corners. J.R. Hildebrand.
Careful of traffic.
He's got to get around the lap. Traffic. 100 years. No! He hit the wall. Just like Thomas Schechter.
Keep your foot on the gas.
Dan Weldon is going to win the race.
That is unbelievable. Oh my goodness.
Weldon, after finishing 2nd the last 2 years, wins when J.R. Hildebrand hits the wall coming out of 4, just as Schechter did.
What a tremendous finish. What a drive for Weldon. I've been saying it all day, that outside lane is a...
That was Dan Weldon. Next time by, the white flag.
I think Salo's in the capper position now.
Time it right. You have to time it right. Everybody stand and listen to the crowd.
White flag is out. Dario Franchitti takes the defensive line into one. Sato taking a peek.
Inside. Keep going, keep going. Keep going, buddy. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
The yellow is out.
Should have waited till coming out of 2. We talked about that.
We talked about his patience. And for the third time in his career, Dario Franchitti is going to win the 500, and all 3 times it's going to be under caution.
This is a race where you cannot make a mistake. That was very hard. Sato was close, but I think he got on that white line again.
He did. Tony Kanaan is going to finish 3rd. Remember, results are not official. We'll get word from IndyCar. But right now, here they come down the front straightaway. And Dario Franchitti is going to join an elite group as he is going to become a 3-time winner at Indianapolis.
What a race. What a race.
You are the man. Awesome job, champ. Way to go.
Congratulations,
3-time winner.
We know she can count to 3. She just proved it. Munoz. Look who's first. Tony Kanaan. Contact yellow is out. And it is Dario Franchitti.
Yellow, turn 1.
And this one may not get cleaned up in time. Look at Lauren. She knows it. It may be over.
Why isn't Kanaan lifting?
I don't think he knows yet.
He better know.
Pace car, buddy. Look for the pace car.
Yeah, they told him.
Yellow, yellow. We got 2 laps to go, and Tony Kanaan is leading. Back it up, buddy. Back it up. Slow it down.
Absolutely amazing for Tony Kanaan. And out of turn 4. After years of frustration, the satisfaction of knowing his name will go on the Borg Warner Trophy, the winner.
It was something that's an already medal after all, man. I love you, brother. Great job. You're now a winner of the Indianapolis 500, my friend. Great job, Tony. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Eric, it's ours, man. It came a long time. Thank you.
Half a lap to go. Ryan Hunter-Reay leads. Elio Castroneves is second. Can Castroneves close on him? He's a couple of car lengths back. One last corner to go. Checkered flag is in the air. Here comes Castroneves. He won't get there. Florida's Ryan Hunter-Reay wins the Indianapolis 500.
Captain America pulled it off.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Justin Wilson just came off the pit lane. He and Munoz had to stop for fuel. Final 2 corners for Montoya. He was all the way back in 30th place after an open crash. Here they come to the checkered flag. And the winner of the Indianapolis 500 is Juan Pablo Montoya.
The man! Yeah! Yeah! That's how we do it! Great job, Juan. Guys, you're on.
He's half a lap to go.
Full throttle, full throttle, full throttle, full throttle.
Message is you're now going too slow.
Got this, bring it home. He's down to 2. Hey, push, push.
He's done it.
Checkered flag is in the air. A first-timer is going to win the 100th Indianapolis 500-mile race. California's Alexander Rossi to the checkered flag, and he's done it.
Checkered flag. flag. You just won the Indy 500, baby! Oh my God. Awesome job! Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys. Awesome job, buddy. Great job, everybody.
Castroneves tries to close, Sato tries to defend. 2 corners until the checkered flag.
Still clear by 2.
The one that got away comes back to him. Checkered flag is in the air, and the 101st Indianapolis 500 is won by Takuma Sato.
Wait, it's all. Clear by 40.
The lap car is Charlie Kimball. You hear the radio call, clear by 40 car lengths, 2 corners to go. Fans on their feet waving and cheering. He'll never be introduced the same way again. From now on, it'll be Will Power, Indianapolis 500 winner for 2018. Checkered flag, Power and Penske win it.
Unbelievable.
Oh my God! Hell of a job there, big guy. Good job, number 12. Oh, great job, guys. Great, thank you. You're a hell of a man there. Oh, man, you won it.
Turn 2, down the backstretch for the final time, and Pagano's trying to run away, and Rossi's not letting it happen.
Still single file. Looking outside.
Rossi on the high line, he has
Outside,
to tuck
you
it
got
back
him.
in. The short shoot.
Clear by 2.
Rossi's going to have a massive draft on Simon Pagano into the home stretch, less than half a mile. Simon Pagano sweeps him at the May and wins. He's made an Indy 500. How about that?
Hit a drive there, buddy. Awesome job. You're the man. Love you, superstar.
He is the...
Kimball is still in front of Sato, circulating much
slower.
big crash
boy.
into the attenuator.
No. That's right at pit in. That's Spencer Piggott.
This is going to cause a red flag for sure because they're going to want to finish this under green.
Right at the pit attenuator, right on the very
that's a
end.
big crash.
Oh boy.
Trauma, huge trauma.
Spencer's now raising the visor. That signifies that he's alert and awake, and it's a sign to race control and the AMR safety team.
Coming off turn 4, these speeds at the end of the race, these Rahal cars have been running 220-mile-an-hour laps, and look at the end of the pit wall. It looks as though he lost it coming off the corner. You see the skid marks, and he hit the tire attenuator. And
oh boy, that is a huge impact. What a relief. Paku started a thing with You Japan, the Kids Kart Challenge, and he just wanted kids to help them achieve their dreams. And he did so much in the tsunami relief as well. This guy has done so much. He was the toast of Japan when he was a Formula One driver. He's been now in IndyCar longer than he was in Formula One.
To the checkered flag, buddy.
And this is a really special moment. Really special moment, and the way that he had to fight.
Yeah, let's bring this thing home, man.
Let's bring it home, and he is...
Thanks, guy, baby. We won it.
Takuma Sato is a 2-time winner of the Indianapolis 500 for Rahal Letterman Lanigan Racing. Sato, Dixon, and Rahal.
You are the man. You drove the wheels off that thing today. Awesome job.
No shortage of drama, even though we didn't have fans. What a race today.
Great job. Spotters, everybody. Great day. Woo! Yeah!
The backstretch for the final time. Can Castro Neves weave his way around with a move that Ryan Hunter-Ray put on him many years ago? He sticks behind RHR. Now here Pelot. Pelot gets closer. There's a 4-time win on the line for Elio Castro Neves. Look at the crowd. They know history's on the line. Welcome to the 4-time club, Elio Castro Neves. That is awesome. Spider-Man is back at the Speedway.
Wow, look at that. Holding up all four. Elio Castro Neves goes into history.
Way to wheel that car, dude. That was freaking awesome.
With authority, Paul. He did it with authority.
He choked off the bottom lane on the last lap of the last corner to take the air away from Pelot and claim his 4th victory.
Good job.
And he did it in the boldest way possible, Lee, going outside in turn 1, outside turn 1 on old tires. Fantastic. Leads by 5 car lengths.
Ericsson has shaken off the challenge of the Arrow McLaren SP in really bold driving.
Crash in turn 2. Yellow's out.
It'll finish under caution. It's Sage Karam, Marcus Ericsson with the spirit of Ronnie Peterson on board with his helmet. Joins Kenny Brack as the only other Swede.
Did it, buddy. You just won the Indy 500.
Marcus Ericsson wins the Indianapolis 500 in the most dramatic way.
You want to talk about mental fortitude. Think about what this driver just went through in the last 10 minutes. Leading easily, red flag comes out, has to restart.
Indy 500. You take a second parade lap and think about your family and everybody that got you to this point. You are an Indy 500 champion.
And for Chip Ganassi, the team owner there, Diff, probably a huge sigh of relief. I mean, he had so many shots to win. There's Chip right now.
And is doing what he did a year ago.
The second year in a row we see him unleashing the dragon as we see almost contact between Pelot and Ferrucci. Ericsson leads out a 1.
Ferrucci threw a shoulder at Alex Pelot and said, "Don't you dare." Ferrucci trying to get a draft off Newgarden and Ericsson, but Newgarden with a monster run off turn 2.
Joseph Newgarden has never won the Indianapolis 500, and he's ahead on this last lap. Joseph Newgarden. Is this the moment when the pain ends?
By one.
The drought, is it over for Joseph Newgarden, or does Marcus Ericsson have something?
By 2.
Team Penske at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and Joseph Newgarden finally wins the Indianapolis 500. It's the captain's 19th win, Newgarden's first.
For the work.
Finally, Newgarden is an Indy 500 champ. White flag, amigo.
Here it comes.
There has never been a Mexican driver win the Indianapolis 500. Maybe that time is now. With one more lap to go, Pato goes to the lead.
He's not going to lift this time. He did it against Ericsson and lost Pato O'Ward to the front off of turn 2.
5 back, 6 back.
O'Ward tries to break the draft. Newgarden's like, I've been in this situation before. Joseph Newgarden around the outside of Pato O'Ward. This is mind-blowing. Joseph Newgarden had to wait 12 times to win it, and now he's going to Joseph Newgarden is a two-time Indy 500 winner. Oh my goodness.
Up there, guys. Let's go. Let's go.
For the first time in 22 years, a driver has won back-to-back Indy 500s, and it's Joseph Newgarden. Win number 20 for Team Penske. And Pato O'Ward's heart has been broken again.
Proud of you there, friend. Awesome job today.
Little slide out of two. He moves to break the toe from Marcus Ericsson. Ericsson has it all now in his hands. It is now or never for Marcus Ericsson. But Palou has the lead. Palou has the advantage. He told us coming into this weekend, if I don't win the Indy 500 in my career, it will be a career unfulfilled. He had, and the caution is out. Caution is out. Palou will win for validation, vindication for Alex Palou. He has won the Indianapolis 500.